Somehow, in this bizarre world we live in, Maria Bartiromo is pushing back the hardest and the most regularly against Donald Trump. Somehow, here she is asking him some tough questions on Ukraine.
Are you comfortable with that? The fact that you walked away and Ukraine may not survive?
Well, it may not survive anyway, but we have some weaknesses with Russia. It takes two. Look, it was not going to happen, that war, and it happened. So now we're stuck with this mess.
Okay, again, that's not true, but whatever. It might not survive anyway. Whatever. I don't care. This is a very strong bargaining position, is it not? We're gonna defend them no matter what. You'll never conquer us. Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's maybe they get conquered. I don't care. Putin, is there anything else you want? Like he falls apart. He has handed over everything preemptively. He is either compromised, which I don't believe that he is in the way that people use that. But I understand why you would think that, because that seems more reasonable than he's just this terrible or cares so little about one of our allies. And so he gave her that. She has a follow-up though. Again, she's the only one pushing back. Take a look.
Have you been as tough on Russia as you've been on Hamas? I mean, what do you want to say to critics?
Well, I've been much tougher because I haven't done to Hamas. That's been Israel that has to do to Hamas, but Israel does tell me what's going on. I think I've been very tough to Russia, tougher than anybody's ever been to Russia.
Oh no. I was gonna make a comparison, and it was probably gonna get us taken off the air because it was way too X-rated. It was gonna involve friction and how it can actually be a good thing. Anyway, no, what are you talking about? You're the toughest. Vladimir Putin has not stopped laughing for weeks at this point because he can't even come up with anything extra for you to give him. Or just the berating and bullying of Zelensky, handing over all of our leverage before the negotiations have even begun. You are softer than pudding soft at this point. And you'll notice, Wildcard brings this up, he didn't give an example of how he's been tough. Not only have they said, no, you're gonna conquer the territory, a little bit now and all of it soon. We're gonna shut down our cybersecurity investigations. We're looking into sanctions to take off of you. Russia has not made any overture stuff. They haven't given anything. We've given everything. This is incredibly pathetic. And that's what he's got on the topic of Russia. On the topic of Putin in particular, take a look at how defensive he gets in this clip.
President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine. You're going to make peace there.
What did he do?
Well, he's attacking Ukraine.
Is he disrespecting me?
Yeah.
Who are you with?
Michael Burnbelt, the Washington Post.
You've lost a lot of credibility. Go ahead. What else?
Somebody's lost some credibility. Yeah, I think. Where's the answer? He just moves on. He's done. Vladimir Putin, during these negotiations, they're meeting next week. Okay. He's doing these massive attacks against Ukrainian civilians. He is challenging Donald Trump 100%. He's saying, you can do all your negotiations, whatever. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. And Donald Trump's just like, you're not from the right news agency to be asking me that question. Get off my back. I'm not gonna criticize Vladimir Putin. I'm very, very, very scared of him. It is pathetic, JR. What do you think?
I think they're starting to see it. And not even starting to. It's been a couple weeks of it. Like the extreme weakness. He even mentioned it at one point. He goes, we have weaknesses with Russia. And I was trying to figure out exactly what he meant. Was that a slip up or was that an admission where he thinks it sounds good? Like we have some weaknesses, so therefore we have to work in a way. And like I'm working because I'm the art of the deal and all the nonsense that they like to say. But he said, we have weaknesses with Russia. What are weaknesses with Russia? Again, this is the same president that said he's bringing back the strength of American might and military. Our military has been downtrodden and so sad lately. They have no morale. There's too many women in the military. Nobody's strong enough here. What are our weaknesses with Russia? Are we not rich enough? Because I thought we were the richest, most profitable country the world has ever seen. How much is he gonna downgrade the United States of America with his America First message? What are the weaknesses with Russia? Because the weaknesses with Russia, as he keeps illustrating to us, is him. The weaknesses with Russia was when he's standing next to Putin in Helsinki and says, yeah, I believe this guy over my own intelligence sources. Because again, back to that question where he blew off that reporter. What does that have to do with me?
Nothing.
Think about what he said. What does that have to do with me? The United States of America, what does that have to do with me? That's his approach, that's his start and finish point. This is how this guy operates. The weaknesses we have with Russia is that guy. And Maria Bartiromo is beginning to see it. I think some other folks in conservative media is beginning to see it, but they're afraid to really say it. Because I'm sure after he pushed back, she went, oh yeah, I'm sorry, you're right, yeah. I'm sorry, what I meant to say was, look how great of a job you're doing, Mr. President.
Yeah.
They've got something where there's this bullying approach, even to their own supporters, that and if you don't keep supporting us, you're gonna become like everyone else, except for Vladimir Putin, who does the bullying.
Yeah, I'll end by saying, this sort of gets back to the previous point. Like, a lot of people look at all this and they really are like, he has to have something on Donald Trump, because why in the world would you be this submissive? Why to him and to no one else like this? Like, yeah, Putin's an authoritarian and he loves authoritarians and he bows down authoritarians, he kisses their feet, all that. But sometimes he stands up to them. The North Korean leadership, like sometimes he stands up, not with Putin. It's literally never gonna happen. And so, like, if I were to say that he could be compromised, that would be me being like defensive towards Trump, because at least that would provide an excuse. What's the other excuse for why you would do this? Do you just admire the guy that much? Are you just that much of a fan of him that you can never say a critical word? You just hand him everything he could possibly want. Trump, Putin doesn't respect you. He doesn't like you, okay? I know that you admire him. I know that you've posters of him up in your bedroom. It's a parasocial relationship. It's never gonna be reciprocated, buddy. Please show some self-respect. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.